Hi, Angel.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh my God, I'm like freezing. Wow, this is crazy.
This is, first of all, it's really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Your name is Angel. You're 18 years old.
Yes.
And your life is, I mean, we've had a lot of people on the show, and I've heard a lot of stories, but your life is incredible that you're sitting here, that you actually made it. So at 9 years old, you were kind of left to raise your younger siblings. How old were they?
Well, I have 3 younger siblings, Kavia, Justin, and Joshua. Kavia was 6, Joshua was 7, and Justin was 5 years old.
And you were 9 years old?
Yes, I was.
Okay, so explain, basically, you were kind of on your own since you were 6 years old.
Sadly, I was put in a very tough situation. Well, growing up, I didn't really have it too easy because my dad and my mom were constantly fighting a lot. Like, it was just very toxic in the household, so my mom actually walked out of my life when I was 6 years old. Mm-hmm. And so I was left to live with my dad, and we was moving from shelter to shelter, like always living, like we've lived in Harlem, in the Bronx, in Queens, all the boroughs actually. And we was like, never had like a stable household to live in.
Right, so, and then your dad wasn't really able to take care of you, so then you were responsible for getting them to school, getting yourself to school. I don't know how you did that. So you're going to elementary school, you're getting these kids ready to make them go to school, and then the school found out that you were on your own, and what happened? Yeah,
so my siblings and I would have to like learn how to take the bus and train all by ourselves, like early in the morning, like without a parent, making sure, I had to make sure I didn't lose anyone because it's 3 of them, it's only me. So it was definitely like very, very overwhelming. And then my school also noticed that there was a lack in our attendance. So because of that, they paid a visit to the shelter that we was living in Harlem and noticed that like our living conditions weren't really good. My dad he's diabetic. Well, he was diabetic at the time, and so he was always weak. He wasn't able to like care for us and give us the attention that we need. So they noticed that.
So they take you out of the shelter.
Yes.
And they split you up, and they put you and your brother with one foster family, and your other siblings with another.
Yes.
And so you're graduating 5th grade. You were with, what's his name, Manuel?
Manuel, yes.
Manuel. Okay, so you're with your brother. You're graduating 5th grade, and what happens?
So my brother Joshua, which is the second oldest, we was put into the foster home with Manuel, which is my dad now, which I could get into that, of course. And so for my 5th grade graduation, my dad was actually, the whole time, I didn't know any of this, but he was working with the agency, with the landlord of the building, because when we was first placed, we lived in a 2-bedroom apartment. But he was working with the landlord, got a 4-bedroom apartment, just to create room to try to see if he could get my siblings, like, in his care. So for my 5th grade graduation, we went out to dinner, and so my brother and I went to the park. And he actually went to pick up my younger sister and my brother. And so when he comes to pick us up from the park, he's like, get in the car, don't look to the back of the car, because at the back of the car is your second gift, your graduation gift. So I'm like, okay, you know, I'm young. I'm like, all right, I won't look. And so my sister, she kind of like ruined the surprise without knowing. So she's like, Angel, Angel. And I'm like, what are you doing here? She's like, we live with you now. I'm like, no way. And so that's exactly how he was able to put us all together. And to this day, we are all still together.
What a great guy he is, huh?
Yes.
All right. What do you want to do after college?
After college, well, I definitely want to move my family into like a better position. I want to be able to like get them like a big house and have us all together if possible. I just want them to like feel much safer, much secure. They know that everything's going to be great. And I also want to, career-wise, I would like to be like a reporter, whether that's being on TV, being on camera like I am now, which is just crazy. But in general, just try to work in like the entertainment aspect or a reporter. All
right, well, whatever you do in this business, if you're a reporter, you have to learn how to read prompter. So look into that camera right there and read that prompter. Okay,
this is Angel Perez, and right now I'm a guest on the Ellen DeGeneres show. Ellen said she likes surprises and wanted me to know that her friend at Green Dot Bank want to help me save for the future, so they're going to give, sorry, my concepts are like blurry, give me this Zener?
Zener?
Zener? Sorry. Zener, run it. Oh my God!
Oh. All right, we'll be right back. We're back with Angel Perez, who his story is amazing, and Manuel is quite a guy. That he not only took you two in, but then took the whole all of your siblings. What does he mean to you?
Wow, words cannot describe how much he means to me. He means a lot to me. He's definitely an inspiration, and to be very, very honest, I feel like if it wasn't for him, I would definitely not be in the seat right now. I would not be in the seat, would not be in the position I am, and because of him, I was able to get a second chance at life.
Yeah.
Because coming from, oh my God, this is very tough, but coming from where I come from, like, we was in such a toxic situation, and he was able to, like, take us out of that situation together and keep us together. And, like, the fact that I know that, like, I owe it all to him. He means the world to me. He is my inspiration. Yeah,
what a great guy he is. I mean, but really, I mean, the fact that you made it even that long before, you know, Manuel even is